Hey ladies and gentlemen, it's the Cajun, and today we're gonna make grilled shrimp. Actually pan sauteed shrimp, Caesar salad with homemade salad dressing and homemade croutons. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. Alright, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna cook up our shrimp. I'm going to use our anchovies for flavor, along with the olive oil that's in it. So we're going to turn our Control Freak on. A little bit of onion. Anchovies in. Turn that down. We're going to mash our anchovies up. To help them dissolve in the olive oil. Oh, you can smell them too. Lemon juice. That'll take some of the fond off from the oh yeah, it smells good. And you can notice the anchovies are dissolved with the lemon and the olive oil now, and all the fines come up. It's going to infuse with the olive oil. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. And that's a nice looking shrimp right there. We got some sourdough from Lookout Mountain Pizza, and we're going to use it to make our homemade croutons. We've got our 8-inch serrated knife from Bubba Blade. We're going to use it to cut through and square our bread. Then we're going to put it in the oven on 350 for about 20-25 minutes. After we cut it and we cut it into cubes, we're going to put it into our bowl, get some extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of Italian seasoning, and then we're going to mix it up real good, place it on our pan, and put it in the oven. We're not going to use the Ula knife. So today we're going to use our Bubba Blade 8-inch serrated edge kitchen knife. It's stainless steel, well, German stainless steel. It has a real thick sturdy back on the blade. It gives you real good rigidity when cutting. And look how it cuts through this hard part of this sourdough bread. And then you get to the bottom and it's a little thicker crust at the bottom, and you know, boom, just right through it. So now we're going to mix it in a bowl. We've got our bread cube, put it in a bowl. We're going to put some extra virgin olive oil on it, mix it up, put a little bit of Italian seasoning on it to give it some flavor. Then she'll be ready to go in the oven. You don't need a whole lot, you know, probably a couple tablespoons, and that's about it. Because once you start mixing it, the oil will get around the bowl and it'll start spreading on the bread as you tumble it in the bowl. I like to use sourdough because of the gases that build up in the sourdough, you get the nice big bubbles form inside the dough and give you big pores. So it's not a real heavy, thick dough. As you can see, it's pretty porous. And you want to mix it real good. Spread the olive oil. Try and get it on every side, on every piece of bread. Then we'll get our Italian seasoning and spread it on there. Mrs. Dash. Can't beat Mrs. Dash. And you notice it's salt-free. I like to use salt-free so I don't have to worry about over-salting my food. Can always add salt at the table. It's hard to take salt out. Tongue twister, it's hard to take salt away once you add it. And in this dish, I'm going to have anchovies. They're going to have a certain level of salt. So, you know, I wanted to be real careful not to put too much salt. We got our grated Parmesan cheese. We're going to put some in. That helps with the flavor as well on the croutons. So we started out with a sourdough. We added some extra virgin olive oil. We added some Mrs. Dash Italian blend, salt-free. Now we're going to put some some Parmesan cheese on our croutons. Oops, just hit the camera. Bella, you want to say hello, Bella? Bella can smell it. Bella, you can smell it, huh? So we're going to put some Parmesan cheese and we're going to mix it around real good right here. Put a little bit more Parmesan cheese. Make sure we get enough. There we go. We'll let that sit a minute. So now it's time to get our croutons on the tray and get them ready to go in the oven. We're going to preheat our oven to 350 Fahrenheit. And we want to set a timer for 15 minutes, and we'll check on our croutons at 15 minutes, and then at 20 minutes, and then at 25. And somewhere between 20 and 25 minutes, you want to pull them. You don't want them to get too dark. You want them just to get a little bit of golden color, and they're ready. Because when you pull them out, they're still going to cook a little bit. Not a lot, but they're still going to cook a little bit, so you don't want to overdo them. And unfortunately, they're a little bit different sizes, so the smaller ones are going to cook a little bit more than the larger ones, and so you got to get in the middle there. If they're all perfect in one size, it'd be a lot easier. I didn't have enough rack, so I had to put them on the side. Here's before and after they're done. Check that out, how good that looks. Now it's time to make our paste. So we have some salt, some anchovies, and some garlic, and we're going to make a paste. We've got our spoon and our fork. We're going to mash it at the bottom of the bowl until it forms a paste. Then we're going to put some Dijon mustard. We're going to mix it up. We're going to put us an egg yolk. We're going to mix it up. And then we're going to take a half a cup of extra virgin olive oil and whisk it in slowly. It's very important that you whisk it in slowly, or it'll separate if you go too fast, or if you put too much extra virgin olive oil. It won't be able to absorb it at the rate, and it'll break apart. And you'll have to either get another egg yolk and start whisking it again to get it to emulsify. But we're trying to make an emulsion. So you want to be patient. You just want to keep smashing it, and the salt's going to help grind it up. That's why you want to use the salt. It's going to help grind it up and make it into a paste. You keep working it in, working it into a pile, and keep pushing it down. Work it into a pile, push it down. You just want to be repetition here. Just keep doing the same thing and the same thing. It'll keep breaking down, and before you know it, you'll have your nice paste. And then once you get your paste, put your mustard in. And once you put it in, you mix it up, and then once that you get a little paste form there, add your next ingredient, which would be your egg yolk. Mix it up. Once you get it mixed up into a paste, then start adding the extra virgin olive oil. And you just want to pour it to a small stream and just keep whisking as you pour it, little by little. And if you can watch me here, using the side, any way you can get leverage. I probably needed a larger bowl. This was a little bit small. And put some light there so you could see the paste. I like this light. It'll automatically go off. Now that we have our paste, we're going to add the mustard. We're going to add about a tablespoon of mustard. We need to cut one lemon in half and use half the lemon. Now be careful here. I think you want to use about a tablespoon of lemon juice, so make sure you judge it good. You want to get a strainer so you don't get seeds into your paste, and strain on top of a strainer so it'll catch the seeds. I probably use a little more than a tablespoon, so you may want to measure it good and get about a tablespoon, because if you put too much lemon juice, you're going to get a thin viscosity on your salad dressing, and you don't want to get it too thin. So we're going to whisk this real good to get our paste mixed together. I don't believe I mentioned the lemon juice earlier, so make sure you get a lemon, a nice fresh lemon. I like to use the Sunkissed brand myself. So now we want one egg yolk. We want to whisk the egg yolk in to the paste and get it mixed real good. There we go. So let's whisk it in. Now we need to get our extra virgin olive oil, a half a cup. And we're going to slowly whisk it in, slowly, to build up our salad dressing. If we go too fast, it'll break apart. We need the emulsion to take. So if we slowly incorporate the extra virgin olive oil, that egg yolk will soak it up. And we're close, folks. We're close. So now we've just about got our extra virgin olive oil whisked in to our dressing. So next what we want to do is we want to get our lettuce leaves. We want to toss them in the dressing so the dressing will coat the leaves on both sides. Now we're not going to cut the leaves up. We're going to make old school Caesar salad where you toss the whole leaf into the bowl, into the dressing. Once we fold all the leaves into the dressing and we get the leaves coated, and that's the thing, you want to make sure your dressing's got enough viscosity to coat the leaves and not fall off. So that's important. I think I'm going to be okay. I'm worried that I might have put a little bit too much lemon juice, but from what I'm seeing, it looks like it may be okay, and we may luck out here. So we're just about done. We just got a little bit of olive oil left to whisk in. There we go. And there's the last drop. What you think about that, Bella? Now we need to add some cracked peppercorn. Now, I'd tell you about a tablespoon, but it's to your liking. If you like a lot of peppercorn, add a lot. I like to put enough to cover the top, spread out and mix it in, and I'm good to go then. So whisk it in real good. Now let's get our leaves and put them in. Just break them off, put them in whole. And I'm going to use my spatula and spoon and fold them in. Once I fold these in, I'll get the other head of lettuce and I'll take it, break it off, and put it in there. I wish I had a pair of those black gloves. It'd been a lot easier. Could have folded it in by hand. Then I might have had a mess. There we go. Just turn it, turn it. So I could have used a bigger bowl. So we have our leaves. Now we need our Parmesan cheese. So we're going to add our Parmesan cheese, fold it in, add some more Parmesan cheese, fold it in. And then it'll be time to add our croutons. Because the object is to get the leaves, to coat the leaves with as much salad dressing as possible. Then add your Parmesan cheese, and then add your croutons, and they'll absorb whatever's left of the salad dressing, and they won't get too soggy. If you put your croutons in first, with all that salad dressing, they're going to soak it up and they're going to get soggy. So it's a good technique and a good habit to put them in last. Once all the salad dressing is coated everything and you have your Parmesan cheese in there, and go ahead and throw your croutons in, toss them around, and then serve. Now let's add our croutons. Pour them all in, and then we're going to start folding them in so they can scrape the bottom, scrape the sides, pick up a little bit of salad dressing everywhere they can, get around the leaves, and you're about ready to serve. Now let me show you what it looks like after you add the shrimp we cooked to the Parmesan salad, and then we're going to top it with some shaved nice long pieces of Parmesan cheese to make it look good on top. So let me check. You ready to see? Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we got our grilled shrimp or sauteed shrimp Caesar salad for 2 or 3 or maybe 4. Look at this, how good that looks. It's ready for people to dig in and eat. We hope you enjoyed today's episode of Cajun's homemade Caesar salad with sauteed shrimp. And we sauteed the shrimp in the same ingredients that we made the Caesar salad with. So that means our shrimp was sauteed in lemon, olive oil, and anchovies, with a little bit of onion and a little bit of paprika, a little bit of cayenne pepper, and boy, the shrimp tastes good. So we're going to eat us a Caesar salad. We're going to save some for tomorrow. We hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned. We'll see y'all soon. Thank y'all, ladies and gentlemen. We got our Nader Juice Mug in today, thanks to Ryan Hall Yall. Great job getting it out quick, undamaged, just in time for me to make my next recipe. That's going to be the Nader Juice. So we're going to come up with a green energy drink for that mug. So stay tuned.